Assalamu alaikum dear student. Hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Belal Hussain, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics of National Ideal English Version School, Deshi. Dear student, today our topic is Assignment 3, that means Math Assignment 3 Part 2. Okay? And lecture number 60. Dear student, you see the question. This is the creative question, one number, and you see this is the creative question 2. Okay. Now I will solve this creative questions. At first we read the question. Answer the following questions using the information by measuring 1/4 of length, 1/3 of width of your mathematics book and half of length of your pen. Okay, draw a triangle using the mentioned measurement. That means you see the length of the mathematics book is 24 semi. Okay, and 1/4 of length is 1/4 of 24, that means 6 semi. Similarly, breadth or width of the mathematics book is 18 centimeter. And 1/3 of the breadth is 1/3 of 18, that means 6 centimeter. Okay, dear student, you know width and the breadth, they are the same meaning. And length of the pen is 14 centimeter. Suppose I use this pen, so and its length is 14 centimeter, and half of length is 14 by 2, that means 7 centimeter. Let the length of the three sides of the triangle are A equal to 6 centimeter, B equal to 6 centimeter, C equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, you see 6 centimeter A, B 6 centimeter, and C is 7 centimeter. Now we are to construct the triangle. Okay, dear student, only we have to draw the triangle. Okay, at first you take any ray. Okay, take any ray. Suppose BE, you take any ray. Okay, then you see, look. Okay, then from BE we cut BC. We cut BC. BC equal to what? 6 centimeter. Okay, I have written here A. A means what? A means 6 centimeter. Now taking B and C as a center, we taking B as 6 centimeter and taking C, you take 7 centimeter, and you draw the two arcs in the same side of BC. Okay, how can you see? At first you see this is the 6 centimeter. You see like this way, and this is the 7 centimeter. Okay, and these two arcs intersect at the point A. Okay, now join the points. Okay, look dear student, then join the point AB and AC. Then we got ABC is the required triangle. Okay, you see this is B, that means 6 centimeter, and this is C, that means 7 centimeter. Now ABC is the required triangle. Okay, Yes, friend, no need to describe for a number, because in generally a number carries 2 marks. Okay. Now please read the question B number. Please read. With the help of drawn triangle, okay, show that if one side of a triangle is greater than another, the angle opposite to the greater side then the angle opposite to the smaller side. Okay, we have to show this. Look, you see from A we get, that means this figure and this figure, they are the same figure. Now student, look, this is A, this is B and this is C. That means this is measurement of AC equal to what? 7 centimeter, AB equal to 6 centimeter and BC equal to A, that means 6 centimeter. Okay. Dear student, I think you didn't understand the questions B number. Look, suppose, dear student, look, suppose ABC. Okay, AC is the bigger and AB is the smaller. Look, that means what? AC bigger, AB is smaller. Okay, then you observe the opposite side, opposite angle of AC is what? ABC, and opposite angle of AB, ACB. Okay, that means according to the question we got that we have to prove that if AC side is greater and AB side is smaller, then we have to prove that ABC greater than ACB. Okay. Now look, particular enunciation, you see, let ABC be a triangle or AC greater than AB, it is required to prove that ABC greater than ACB. Okay, what I told with you. Look, particular enunciation, you see, let ABC be a triangle whose AC greater than AB, it is required to prove that ABC greater than ACB. Okay. Now to prove this we need some construction. Okay. Look, look, from AC we have to cut AB. AB equal to what? AB equal to 6 centimeter. That means 6 centimeter. Okay. And what is the name? We cut off AD. This name is D. Okay. And now we have to join BD. Okay. Okay, we have to join BD. Then you see AB and AD side are equal. Okay. Now please look, construction, from AC we cut off AD equal to AB. AD equal to AB. The points B and D are joined. That means we join these 2 points. Now proof. Look, as AB and AD are equal, therefore we can say that its opposites angles are equal. That means ABD equal to ADB. You see a triangle ABD, AB equal to AD, as AB equal to AD, so their opposite angles are equal. That means ADB equal to ABD. Okay. You see base angles of an isosceles angle are equal. Okay. Now step 2, you see, in the triangle BDC, its external angle is BDA or ADB. Okay. And remember that BDA or ADB its external angle. So this angle and these angles, combine these two angles are these two angles. Look, that means what? An external angle is greater than each of the two opposite internal angles. That means these two angles, sum of these two angles is must be greater than BDC angle. Okay? That means you see the in triangle BDC external, that means out of BDC. Okay, external ADB, you see ADB is greater than BCD. Okay, now you see here ADB equal to what? ADB equal to, we have got ABD. Put now BCD. Okay, ABD BCD equal to what? BCD equal to ACB. You see BCD and ACB, they are the same angle. Okay, ACB and BCD, they are the same angle, so they are equal. Okay, dear student, now step 3, we have got ABC must be greater than ABD, because why? The ABD is a part of ABC. ABC must be greater. You see ABC, that means it's total angle. Total angle is must be greater than ABD. You see, obviously ABC angle is the greater. Therefore we can say that ABC greater than ABD means what? ABD means ACB. Okay, I hope you understood. Now dear student, please carefully look C number. You see the question number C, please look. Cut and separate the three angles of the triangle and place them at a point, and then show that the three angles together form a straight angle. Okay, dear students, this is so much easy for you. Look, that means at first you have to cut the angles. You see, that means you have to measure the B angle, then C angle, then A angle. Okay, cutting, and you see here, cutting and separating the three angles, we get A equal to what? 55 degree. A equal to 55 degree. Look dear student, please look in A number. Look here. This is A angle. This A angle equal to what? 55 degree. You measure with the protractor, then you get 55 degree. This is also 55 degree, and this is 70 degree. Okay, how you know how can you measure the triangles? At first you look, how can? Look like this way. You have to measure. At first you place properly. You see carefully. Please see carefully. Okay, then you think you got. This is the 70 degree. Okay. 60, then 70 degree. Okay. 70 degree, that means what? And you see, that means B angle is 70 degree. And look, A side and B side are equal. So their opposite angles are equal. So if the BCA, that means this angle is 55 degree, you measure like this way. Like this way you measure with the protractor, then you get 55 degree. Okay. So obviously BAC also 55 degree you got. Look, now see the question number C. A equal to 55 degree we got, C equal to 55 degree because these two angles are equal, and B equal to what? Angle B equal to 70 degree. Okay, which is shown to you. Now according to the question, now placing the above three angles at a point, we will show that the three angles together form a straight angle. Okay, straight angle, that means 180 degree angles. Okay, you see, at first we take any ray PQ. Take any ray PQ. Okay, you see the step. Then take any point M on PQ. Then 3 number point at the point M. That means you see, at the point M we draw PMN equal to 70 degree or B equal to 70 degree. Similarly, you draw NMS equal to 55 degree or A angle. Okay, then SMQ are 55 degree, that means rest of the angle 55 degree. Now PMN plus NMS plus SMQ equal to 180 degree, because 70 degree plus 55 degree plus 55 degree, that means 180 degree angle. Therefore, the angles together form a straight angle or 180 degree. Okay, according to the question, you have to write here shown. Okay, write here shown. Okay, you must be right here shown. Dear student, I hope you understood. Now I will discuss with you question number 2. Look, collect the heights in approximate centimeter of your 30 classmates and record it in your copies. Arrange the data in ascending order. Okay, at first you collect some data from your classmates. Okay, I have selected the 30 students, then I have measured their height. I have got like this way. Okay, you see, please see properly. The someone 145, then 145, then 150, then 150, and like this 165 centimeter. Some are 170, some are 175, some are 180. Okay, some are 165, like this way. Now question A, you have to arrange the number. I think you know how can we arrange the number. You have to arrange the number in ascending order, that means you have to arrange the number from smaller to greater. Okay, so I have arranged the number from smaller to greater. Okay, this is very easy for you. Now I will solve the B number question. Find the height of the maximum number of classmates with the help of histogram. Okay, look, here the minimum height is what? Minimum height 145, the maximum height 180. Okay, when you arrange the number, then you got this. So the range of the data, highest number minus lowest number plus 1. This is the formula of range. 180 minus 145 plus 1 is equal to 35 plus 1 equal to 36. Now taking as 5 class interval, you have to take any class interval. Okay, I will find the number of class. Number of class equal to what? What is the formula? Range by 5. Okay, if you take the class interval 10, then you divide range by 10. Okay, as I have taken the 5 class intervals, so I have divided this by 5. 36 by 5, this is equal to what? 7.2. Okay, in statistics we know 7.2, that means this is the equivalent of 8. Therefore, the number of class interval is, therefore the number of class, there students see, therefore the number of class, that means the number of classes or class is 8. Okay, number of class is 8. Okay, now this is the class interval in height, telemarks and frequency. Okay, dear student, see properly how can we draw. Look, 145 to 160, look, you see 145 to 150, look, 1, 2, 3, okay, then what? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dear student, remember carefully, this 150, this is not included in the first class interval, this will be in the second interval. Similarly, if 150, then this will become in the third class interval. Okay, look, 155 to 148, how many? 4 class interval. Then you see 150 to 105. You see 150 to 105. Look how many? 1, 2, 3. That means you see there are 3. 10 marks 3 and frequency 3. Frequency 3. Similarly, you see 155 to, okay, like this 180 to 185 to, you see 180 to 180 to 185. You see 180 to 185. How many? There is 2. So I have written 2 telemarks and frequency 2. Dear student, you must be remember 180 to 180. That means this is not included in this class interval. Okay, 100 in this class interval included will be 175 to 179. Okay, when it counts 180, then this will become in the next class interval. That means in this class interval. Okay, dear student, carefully look. This is the class interval in height, this is the telemark, and this is the frequency. Okay, you count the frequency, that means student number, then you got 30. Okay, you got 30 students. Now, you have to place the class interval. You have to place the class interval along x-axis. Dear student, look, place the class interval in which axis? X-axis. Okay, look, x o, this is called x o, x prime, and this is called y o, y prime. Okay, in short form we can say x o x dash equal to x-axis. Okay, look, dear student, look, x-axis and y-axis have been drawn on the graph paper. Okay, x o x dash, that means x-axis, and y o y dash, that means y-axis. So x-axis and y-axis have been drawn on the graph paper. Okay, the histogram has been drawn considering the students number along y-axis. Along y-axis, this is the student number. Along y-axis, this is the student number, and along x-axis, this is the class interval. Okay, that means height in class interval. Okay, this is in class interval. Okay, see, look, this is 145, means what? We will start from 145. We will start from 145. So at first we have given here the Boken line. Okay, to represent 0 to 145 is remaining in here. Okay, this broken line indicates that 0 to 145 is included in here. Okay, dear student, you see carefully 145 to 150, 150 to 155. That means class interval always 5, increasing 5. Okay. Look, now you have to select. Look, how can you select the y-axis, the frequency, and the x-axis, the class interval or student's height. Look, here you see here 1 unit of graph paper along x-axis. 1 unit. That means how you see. That means this is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 1 unit equal to 1 unit. 1 unit equal to 1 unit in x-axis, and 5 units of graph paper equal to 1 unit for the y-axis or frequency. Okay, or for the student's number. Okay, you have to draw the histogram. You can select or choose yourself also. You can select x-axis along the 2 unit equal to 1. Okay, similarly this also 1. Y-axis along y-axis you also take 2 or 1 unit or 3 unit as your wish. Okay, look, so I have select here in along the x-axis, 1 unit of graph paper along x-axis, and 5 units of graph paper along y-axis equal to 1 unit. Okay, that means 0 to 5, that means 1, then 2, that means, then 15, that means 3, 20, that means 4, 25, that means 5, and 30 means 6. Okay, look, 145 to 150, how many? 4. Look, how many frequency? 4. That means what? 4 means what? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you give and you give line this. Similarly, 150 to 155, 150 to 155, how many? 3. 3, that means what? 15. Look, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that means look, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now like this way, 160 to 165, how many? 160 to 165, how many? 5. That means 5 5s are 25. Okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then 165 to 170, 165 to 170, how many? 6. So 6 5s are 30. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you see? Okay, and you see this is the highest. This is the highest number of students. This is the highest number of students because there are how many students included 165 to 170 class interval. How many? There are 6 students. There are 6 students. And look, 145 to 150, how many? 4 students. 155 to 155, how many? 3 students. Okay? Dear student, you see properly. Here from the histogram, it is observed that the maximum number of classmates lies between 165 to 170. You see, 165 to 170. Okay, 6 students. Therefore, we can say that the height of maximum number of classmates is 165 to 170 centimeter. Okay, dear student, I hope you understood today's topic. You keep practicing at home and you stay safe, stay well. See you again.